YouTubers, it's Julia. My blog is juliesjournaloflife.blogspot.com, and today I'm doing a layout share from a counterfeit kit that I created last May, May of 2013. The counterfeit kit that I used, or the inspiration kit that I used, was the Studio Calico planetarium kit. And sorry, I've already broken down my leftovers, and I don't know that I have photos of the original kit that I put together, because I just kind of dumped all of the photos off my memory card the other day, and I'm in the process of recovering still. So anyway, wanted to do this layout share because I don't know how many of these I've actually taken photos of and how many are actually saved in my computer already. So the kit was the Planetarium by Studio Calico, and it had lots of lovely colors in it that I just kind of went through my own paper collection and pulled from. This first layout is called Fun Family Times, and it's Cameron and Grumpy playing in the floor at Zoey's birthday party. And so for this, I remember pulling lots of scraps for this kit. I believe this was a scrap. This is just a little piece of paper, some LE Studio cutout tags here, washi tape, pattern paper. The alphabet is a Quirk alphabet, and I believe it was from Close to My Heart. There are stickers here and just random sequins and little wood bits from Close to My Heart. This second one is called Cupcake Cutie. This is my granddaughter, Shawnee, and she is enjoying a cupcake after dinner at my house. The photo is from July 2012. So in this kit, I threw in this huge basic gray chipboard piece that I've had in my stash for quite some time, and I have pulled it out numerous times trying to use it, and finally I was able to use it on this layout. Don't ask me why, it just kind of went. Lots of chipboard bits and pieces, just random bits, some little sparkly pink jewels on it. Those were close to my heart. I actually put a piece of burlap on here, as well as vellum behind here, and then a strip of washi tape along here. So I used up lots of little bits of chipboard on this. This layout is called Our Beautiful Girl, and this is myself and my husband with my granddaughter Zoey. This was for around the time of her first birthday. It may have been her first birthday party. Right before, I believe. Anyway, I used more of the burlap here. I used a border punch that I have and punched a border, a washi tape, a sticker, and this is an old journal spot that I've had for, gosh, I can't remember how long. That's an old Close to My Heart flower there. Lots of random chipboard, or two pieces of random chipboard, and another here, a flare. This Picture Perfect arrow went along with this. Stickers here, and that is a LE Studio cutout there in the middle, and then I put a piece of white cardstock and bordered it with blue cardstock behind it, just to give it a little bit more depth. And I used just a plain old paper clip and added a little piece of washi tape to it. And so that's that one. This next one I actually used a sketch for, and this is Sketch 44 by Lisa Hitty at the Sketch and Scrap blog spot. So there's the sketch, and this is the layout that I came up with. This was actually like, do you remember those old, I think they were, oh, and it just went out of my mind, but they were clear, they were called ghost letters. Anyway, I just colored them with some black paint and used Best, and then an old thicker set for Friends. This is my granddaughter Shawnee and her puppy dog Aurora. Anyway, I used some little wood veneer houses here, an old piece of bling there, sticker here, scraps of paper there, another sheet of paper. This, I remember this one was Close to My Heart. This is Echo Park. That's My Mind's Eye. And I don't know, that's the back side of what I thought was just a piece of cardstock, and I believe that was my mind's eye as well. Another little piece of border sticker up here, a flare, a random piece of chipboard, an old epoxy covered brad there, an old Miss Elizabeth's chipboard here, chipboard tag, a random basic gray. These are basic gray flowers here. And then this is from Close to My Heart. I don't remember the kit that came with, or the paper line that came with, but I just remember it's Close to My Heart. And then I used some of that Heidi Swap gold vellum, or gold vellum, gold mist to sprinkle behind. This is a sketch that I use. This is a sketch by Kelly Hollyfield at papersecrets.net. It's another blog that gives lots of sketch challenges. And this is the layout that I created with it. I used just an old piece of basil cardstock to back it, and then this piece of paper is Making Memories, I believe was the name of it, and it came in a kit with other papers, and I never used this scallop page, so I kept it and used it here. For this is just a piece of packaging, actually. It's what the washi tape came from. So the washi tape that came with this was this photograph and then this green one right underneath. I added another piece of washi tape here and another piece here, and then journaled with the slick writer in the middle. I used more chipboard here, little bits of chipboard from K & Company, I believe, in between here, and then, or in between the little banner pieces, which are actually photo corners. And then I used more chipboard pieces down here and between these little banner flags. This is a tag that I made to go behind, or a label that I made to go behind. This is a cut apart from Ellie's Studio that I added the date on. This is, I believe, from Ellie's Studio that says This Moment. And just a couple of bits of paper here. The bling, I almost want to say Prima, but I'm not going to swear to it. And I don't think these bits did not come with. They were actually more bits like from this package of bling, and so I just cut little bits out and put there. And this is a photo labeled Summertime, and it's my granddaughter Shawnee. She came over, and this was from July of 2012. She actually packed her own suitcase, and she came over one of the hottest summers we've had, and she brought all long sleeve shirts and long pants to wear while she was here, so we had to do a little shopping to get her some more summer clothes. For this next layout, I used a Creative Scrapper sketch number 254, and it's by Jenny Jevons from her blog spot. Anyway, I guess she created this sketch, and this is the layout that I created with it. You can see more bits and pieces of scrap paper, or that I've cut out here and there. Here's a piece of vellum. This is a what do you call it? The manufacturer strip here. This is a piece that goes with that other cream and black piece from earlier that I said had been in my stash forever. I'm guessing at least 7 or 8 years. It was like a whole 12 by 12 sheet of paper with all of these different things in beige and black and white, and I'd cut them apart but had never used them. This is a printable that I printed out, and it actually looks like it's got like water rings on it, or coffee rings. So I threw that in that kit, and then I put some journaling up here on this card that I backed with pattern paper, but it's one that I printed off the internet. And I just added, that's a little piece of hemp twine. I don't even remember what company. It may be a Basic Gray company. This is a photo frame from Michael's. It's a softer chipboard, just a little Jenny Bolin flower right there. This one is titled Playday, and it's my granddaughter Shawnee and my husband playing Barbies and dragons in the living room floor. Just a bit of flare and chipboard pieces here with some random brads. Another one of those flowers here, and another flower here, another brad here with chipboard, and another label that I made with my silhouette that I stamped Happy Place on. For this layout, this one I did, it's for Let's Get Sketchy Blogspot Challenge, and the sketches by Bryn Shiva. They have lots of great sketches at that sketch site as well. And this one is my granddaughter, Shawnee, and her mom, Sandra. And it's receiving birthday gifts. It was at at Shawnee's birthday in October of 2012. And so she was just getting tons of gifts and just catching her excitement while she was opening them. And then another photo I caught a little bit later of her mom watching her open more gifts. I mean, you can just absolutely see the adoration in her mom's eyes. Anyway, this piece of paper, I don't remember where that's from. This is a My Mind's Eye. This is, I want to say, maybe Echo Park there. This one I know is a My Mind's Eye. This is an old frame. I want to say it's from Basic Gray, along with this Me and You chipboard pieces here. I used a random little wood veneer here, some enamel dots. This little flower here is a close to my heart, a Tim Holtz or Ranger tag here. This is a cut apart, and this was actually on something else, and then I cut it out. No, maybe not. Anyway, this is a tag here from Ellie's Studio, as is this one up here, and then just a random sticker and some washi tape and another flare up here. This one is called Presents for Zoey, and I don't think that's the sketch. I think that's just, I was keeping a list so that I could put it on my blog of all the product that I used on a layout in case I entered it into any challenges or anything. I needed to have the list. But anyway, I didn't get it entered in anything that I know of. So this layout is Presents for Zoey. This was for her birthday, which her birthday is October 18th, and my other granddaughter, Shawnee, here is the 19th of October. Several years in between them. In this photo, there's myself, that's Shawnee, that's Zoey, that's Cameron, my grandson, and my son, Jason. And here is Cameron and Zoey watching her open the gifts. And so for this, I used lots of stickers. There's, ooh, didn't mean for that to move. Guess it didn't stick down so well. This is a sticker here. This is a dimensional sticker, There's a little sticker inside there. This is a sticker, a dimensional sticker. These are stickers down here. Another tag sticker with more letter stickers and another dimensional sticker. Lots of sequins here, and I actually added in some bling to the center of those, as well as some more stickers on the inside. This is a Ellie Studio journal spot, another one of those recollections frames that I actually cut in half and used the other half down here. And behind these photos, I put a whole piece, or a portion of a piece of vellum that had daisies all over it. I bordered it with some washi tape. The piece of paper on the back, yeesh, I don't remember who that's by. I remember I knew I had to have that paper line, and now I can't remember who it is. I used a piece of white vellum, or white cardstock from Basil, and then this is an Echo Park, and then a pink piece of Basil behind the photos here. A random old piece of Miss Elizabeth chipboard here, and I think that pretty much does it. A couple different fonts for the alphabets. Again, another recipe sheet or product list of everything that I used on this layout. And for this one, I used lots of scraps. Remember, this was getting towards the end of the kit that I had put together, and it had all kinds of add-ons that I included as well. I built all these add-on kits, and it was a huge kit. And so I had tons and tons of paper, and I had so much left from the kit that I put back into my stash. But in the meantime, I was using scraps at this point, and I cut like pieces of the burlap sheet of paper that I had to put here, just bits and scraps of paper throughout. A piece of vellum here, some old sticker brackets here. These are all tags that I cut out, or labels that I cut out with my silhouette first in the darker blue bigger size, and then in the white smaller size. This little fabric label I believe was a Making Memories, and I can tell you it's been in my stash for probably 10 to 12 years. An old sticker here, 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 here. You can see I just added stickers everywhere. And this is a picture of my granddaughter Zoey, and then myself, and that's her best buddy Wincer, or Wince. I added in some flair. I never, when I got this package of flair with the times on it, I thought, how am I ever going to use that when I got it in? And, sometimes you just got to throw stuff in where you can. And this is like 10 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock at night. Who knows? But this kit is always about her Winter. And this is an old, and I didn't realize it so much when I put it down on here, but I can really see the color variation now. It's an old epoxy sticker. Whew, I don't remember from who, but or who made it. It may be like a Recollections or a Paper Studio brand, but the color's not held up real well on that. Another product list of things that I've used for this layout. This is Zoey and Cameron. It's titled My Brother and Me, and I used lots of basic grade chipboard throughout this layout, all over the place. I used this paper clip, and I want to say it's basic gray, but I'm not sure. I threw in some bling, used an epoxy ampersand here, chipboard piece here, all scraps down here, a piece of, it's a heavier burlap than this one is, or a thicker, wider weave, and a ticket from Tim Holtz, and this resin flower from Close to My Heart. This one is titled 4 Generations, and that's my product list there. And for this one, this is my mom, me, my son Jason, and my granddaughter Zoey. And I just used bits and pieces of everything here. I have a doily die, and I used it to cut out this doily here with leftover scrap vellum, and I cut another piece down here. Those were actually just like, this piece actually goes like across here. It's not a whole doily, neither was this one. That's a Tim Holtz Ranger tag. This is a printout, as is this. Another of those Ranger tags there. Random word stickers, lots of sequins layered up here. I put some spray mist on there, and I don't remember if that's a Heidi swap or a glimmer mist on this one. These are, like I said, the printables, and Nicole 911 on her YouTube channel always will take twine and wind it up and then place it at least 3 places on her layout, and so that's what I did with this, with that hemp string that I had. This was a sticker here, A Perfect Day, just a plain paper clip that I put a flag on. And then, oh, there's another one of those printouts. Lots of sequins down here. And I used like some pearl bling that I layered there and there. And then used another piece of that paper there that looks like a kindergartner's, how they learn to write on those pads of paper. Anyway, I used these letter stickers that had this very faint type on them, and they are a pain. You have to actually put down that red tape. I don't know if I have it right here. That really super sticky red tape. I have to put a line of that down and then put the layers on, or the letters on top of it, because this has the adhesive on the back of it is absolutely worthless. And then another cork letter there from Close to My Heart, I believe it was. More like My Mind's Eye, paper, washi, and I don't remember who made that paper or that one, but they were from the same paper pad. I do remember that, and I don't remember if that is a My Mind's Eye, probably. And this background piece is actually just a flimsy piece of pattern paper that looks like it might be a thicker cardstock, and I might get like one of those neon yellow pieces of paper that nobody ever uses, ever. But we all have in our collections, and I may back it with that. Another supply list. So this is a photo of my mom. Again, just more scraps of paper. I used a thinner, a thinner sheet of pattern paper, and then I layered it with this matte paper, but because I wanted to use, it was a Paper Studio brown piece, I wanted to use that. I cut the middle out, and so just put the glue around it to keep the matte paper on. I used some more of this thinner burlap here, another one of those halfway. I made a lot of those because I had several random pieces of that vellum left that I wanted to use up. So I made doilies and put them there. I used more of the chipboard pieces. Not all of them are, that's basic gray. That's probably K & Company, and the others could be just random pieces. I don't know where they're from. Another one of those epoxy covered brads there. Two more brads down here, a random chipboard, a random sticker here. This is an Ellie Studio tag that I put the date on, a random piece of bling that I actually cut in half to stretch out on either side of this. Another little piece of vellum, and that burlap there. And I actually stamped here and here, that says delightful, and this one says I love you lots and happy place. And it's so hard to get a picture of my mom smiling. She just doesn't like to smile in photos, but somehow I can always manage to catch one. Another product list there. This is a layout that I did. The photo is actually from January 12th. It's when I went to my sister's house in Memphis, Tennessee, and we went to a Cropped Archivers, and there's what I took with me, these two rolling bags, and that's all the supply that I had. I had my tool bag sitting up on top of it, but really and truly just those two bags. One is the Navigator, and the other one is just, I don't remember who makes the blue one, but it's a big one, not nearly as big as the Navigator, but it is big. And so between the two of those bags, I can house a lot of stuff. So this layout actually has pink basil behind it. Then this overlay, and I think it's probably Paper Studio with these purplish, maroonish butterflies all over it. I used thickers along the side, and they're like an epoxy thicker, and it says Traveling Scrapper, and that's just about me taking my scrap stuff places when I go. Here's another Ellie Studio, another little doily that I cut out, and then I went around this piece of paper with a gold pen, this piece of paper with a white pen. This little stripe piece there, that is an actual border strip, I think. Manufacturer's border strip, as is this little piece here, and then just a little piece of sticker here and random alphas there. Another one of those wood bits and a couple of brads, and same here with another doily behind it. I stamped Happy Place here, and this is a sticker that I journaled on with a slick writer and popped it up. And so this layout I used a sketch on. And let me get up here close where you can see the sketch. This is, I believe it is a page map sketch, and I don't remember when it's from, but the photos are from 3 of 2013. When I pull photos out of my albums, I put this on the photo, and then throw the sketch in, so that I know that that's what I'm going to use together. This uses a conglomeration of scraps. This was the main photo, so I double matted it with a lighter piece of this blue. And here's a piece of that left over. Sorry, hold on. I cut out the piece of paper here, used some big letters that I've had in my stash for a very long time, used some random washi tape and a sticker here, a border sticker here, some random little enamel dots. This is a smaller alpha there that I use, some random chipboard pieces, there and there, and I layered these, used some brads, used a wood veneer. This is actually a piece of a manufacturer's branding strip that I used there. I just cut it out because it had a weird look to it. I think it's supposed to be like a diagram or something. I backed it with a piece of washi tape and then put this on top to kind of mimic a piece of paper with typewriter writing on it. And so I stamped right here, it says today we, and then I told a little story there. This is another one of those printable tags. So it says, hello, tell me a story, tell me about our family and me. This little girl loves to get the photo albums out, or the scrapbook albums out when she's here and look at pictures. I went through here and used one of my roller stamps and stamped delightful, reminisce. I think that's what that says. No, remember this. I love you lots. Hello, sunshine. Happy place. You are loved. You are loved. You are loved. I just did that 3 times there. And so that's that one. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate y'all. You can see more stuff if you go to my blog, and that is juliesjournaloflife.blogspot.com. Bye-bye.